Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a quick little conversation, okay? Because, honey, somebody sent me the link. I know Nene has her own Facebook, not Facebook, her own YouTube channel. I don't subscribe to it or whatever, but someone sent me the link because she was live earlier today. She also had a video on yesterday about the reunion and everything. So I'm just going to kind of recap all the stuff that Nene said before I go to bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's basically Monday morning, but let's get this together because she did 2 videos on her YouTube. Oh, first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBirds, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Going to center myself because I'm tired. So center yourself too, okay? Anyway, let's get started, okay? Now again, she did 2 separate videos, okay? This was the live video. This was the pre-recorded one that she did. This one that was done like 17 hours ago. And this was from like maybe an hour ago. And, so it's fast. So the one that she did that was live, which is her one talking about her little wig line, asking people to, buy that single she did and stuff. Okay, that was the one. And then she went to a couple of things or whatever. So, she said she was talking to Greg, okay, and Greg and her was talking about how, people who don't really be real friends to Nene, how she, they don't be real with her, whatever. She said that Greg said, you still act like the person you were doing season 1. You act like season 1 Nene, okay, and you don't realize that you are the Lanithia Nene Leaks, okay, and you can't be friends with people who want to be you, okay? You can't be friends with people who envy you and want to be you, whatever. You can't do that, okay? You have to realize that you can't be friends with regular people. First of all, Nene don't have real friends because Nene is not a real person. Okay, I've never known for someone to not have any real friends, even though she claims that she has them. She don't really, and I feel like when you set your sights out to befriend people who you just want to be on your side, that's why they're not real friends, because you're not looking for a real friendship. You're looking for allies. Nene needs to look up the definition between friendship and allies. Nene is talking as if these people who she's used as her allies on the show as real friends. They're not. You just want them to shield you from the bush going on on the show. But I digress, okay? She said that her and Greg, okay, was saying like, how these people be so thirsty, okay, that they will cut their head off to get to the next level to surpass Nene. You know what I'm saying? How, I feel like I'm a closed book now and I don't want to be around people because people have done me so wrong. Nene, the reason people have done you wrong is because, again, you have not tried to really befriend people. You've looked for allies to be on your side to go against other people who you don't like, or who you feel like don't like you. And if you would stop doing that, you may have some real friends. Okay, let's just say that. And again, I'm not team anybody. I'm giving my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, go ahead on, okay? Anyway, she also brings up how, I'm just human. I'm still human or whatever. I have feelings or whatever, what I'm saying? And I have no one to go cry to sometime, I cry alone in my pillow because everybody, want to tear me down because I seem like I'm such a strong person. We know she's human, and I do know that she probably has hurt feelings, but you go out and try to hurt people too. It's like Nene wants to play victim, and she isn't a victim. She also isn't like 100% the aggressor, but she's definitely at fault for certain things that has happened with her, the show, the cast. Nene can't make it seem as if, oh my god, everyone is coming to attack me, they're all coming against me, it's so unfair, oh my god, I have been such a great person to all these people, I have been such a great friend to everyone, and no one wants to be my real friend. Everyone wants to be on my level. Everyone wants to be me. It's not true. The people who you have included in your circle who want to be like you are people you have done that to because they are weaker. Okay? And they want to follow you because they want to be on the show. That's your fault. If you will befriend people who are either on your level or above, it'll be fine. But whenever she gets to someone who is on her level or above, or anyone who she doesn't think is on her level and they get to her level, she then does not like them and feel like I helped make them. How dare they surpass me? You cannot want people to never grow. Okay? If you want people to be beneath you, hire them. Make them your workers. And that doesn't mean that they're below you. It means they work for you. And so they do what you say. But you can't expect your friends to do what you say. Okay? Just gonna say that. And I'm just in a tough position. It's so tough for me here. Nene, Nene is not a victim. Nene is a strong black woman. Okay? She ain't a victim. Okay? And I don't like the fact that she's trying to make it seem as if she is, and that she want to make it seem as if everyone has played her and has done her so wrong. Girl, bad. Okay? Now, she also responds to a few comments or whatever while on the live, and, someone commented and said, you're up here just venting about things. I'm not venting. I'm not venting. My voice isn't venting. Venting isn't a voice. Venting is an action. Venting is when you go on you go and you discuss things that are either aggravating you or things that you're going through, and you're expressing how it makes you feel. That's venting. I'm not venting. I'm just talking about things that I'm going through and stuff. That's a bit of venting. To make it seem as if they say, you're up here cussing and fussing. She wasn't cussing and fussing, but she was definitely venting about things that was frustrating her, and she has every right to vent on her platform about whatever it is she's going through. But she's also a reality star, so I feel like I can comment on this without going at her as a YouTuber, because again, she's Nene Leakes from Housewives. Okay, I feel like she's fair game. Anyway, so she brings up how because people was now you're the realest one since the show started on season 1. Lie as you tell. Nene is Nene, but at the same time, Nene is fake Nene. Okay, Nene wants to play victim. Nene wants to play like she's always innocent. Nene wants to make it seem as if she has never done anything wrong to anybody. And then the times where she will own up to things she's done, she owns up to like the minimal amount of things to make it feel like, I just want to get over it, so let me apologize for what you think I did wrong, versus saying, I understand I did this wrong and this wrong and this wrong, and I am wrong for that. Nene, no. I'm not saying she's fake. However, she's not all the way real. Okay, she isn't the realest one on the show since season 1. Her face ain't even the realest face from season 1, but I digress. She brings up how, the other housewives, I think it's really like her and Kenya. Girl, her and Candy, who has a YouTube channel from Atlanta Housewives. I know on Married to Medicine, those ladies have their YouTube. She brought up how, some of the housewives have started their own channels to have a platform to just discuss things that they would not be able to discuss on the show, or things they would not be able to discuss, in between seasons. Now, I do feel like Bravo is going to probably limit them to how much they can share, okay, because some stuff they're going to want to have it on the show. But I'm saying, it is her platform to do as she will. And, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. No, because sometimes the reason you damned if you do, you damned if you don't, because sometimes your damn may be the same damn thing. Okay, you just saying good and bad, or bad and good when you do it, you don't do it. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, now in the little video she did, that was pre-recorded, and this one was more about the reunion and things that happened like that. Okay, she brings about the reunion was interesting, because of what happened. She brought up how she would have more videos to come. She would have videos about the reunion and about housewives on her son's YouTube page too. I'm like, your son? She said, because I don't sometimes feel like talking about all of it, I'm going to have my son do something. I'm like, why would you not have all the content on your own page? I don't want to go to Brett's damn YouTube page for some YouTube shit. Housewives, I don't want to do that. Girl, but I digress. Okay, now she brings up how, the group of ladies and Andy and producers or whatever, they did like a little practice run. They had group Zoom chats or whatever. They had one-on-one or whatever, just to get everybody acclimated to how it would work, to make sure the systems worked, to make sure the lighting was right, to make sure people's backgrounds right. So they were getting all that stuff done or whatever. So she brings up how they were asking the cast, like, which colors were people wearing. when she was asked, she said she told them she was going to wear white. Someone told her, 2 other housewives are going to wear white, so you may want to, change the color. So she's like, okay, I'll do that or whatever. She changed it to like a black sequins outfit. She then said the day of the reunion, which was just shot, excuse me, what's today? Today Monday. I think it was like Friday. It's maybe Thursday. It's Thursday or Friday. It was recorded virtually. Okay. So she said the day of the reunion. Okay. She got online or whatever, and she found out that everybody except Marlo and Tanya so far was wearing white. And why was I not told? Like, it was what? So she then, contacted Marlo, contacted Tanya, and asked both of them, what color y'all wearing? They said they were also wearing white. So she was upset because everyone would have been in white except her. So at that point in time, I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? So she then said, I called Greg, and then, said, should I still wear, whatever? Greg heard, no, change. Because if you don't change, you will look like the villain. You will look like the odd man out. You will look like, they're coming after you. So you need to, hurry up and change. Well, we about to start right now. I don't want to rush and change because I look crazy. And I had not prepared anything, all white. I prepared something. But, right before, it started or whatever. So again, she had went to her closet to find something white to put on or whatever. And she rushed. Like, I felt like I looked crazy because I was frantic. I was rushing and just put on anything, white or whatever. And I feel like they did that just to throw me off my game. Okay, they wanted me to feel like I was less than. They wanted to make me feel like, I was the odd man out. It was them against me, and that's why they all had on white and I didn't. I'm looking like, but Marlo and Tanya, who she said was on her side, she said Portia was kind of on her side too. But I'm like, they didn't tell you either. So was the whole cast was against you? Okay. Anyway, she brought up how was that a coincidence? Was that a coincidence? I'm like, you mean coincidence? The fact that she kept on saying incident and not coincidence. I'm like, did she know she's not pronouncing it right? I don't know. Anyway, she then brings up how the first 2.5 hours was all questions to her. For the first 2.5 hours, all they did was question me. One after the other after the other. And I felt like, they said how they carried the season. They said how I wasn't even on that many episodes. And they said, I wasn't missing blah, blah, blah. If all that was true, why was it for the first 2.5 hours, all the questions was asked to me? Okay, she brings up how, a lot of the ladies were against me, and kept coming at her. Like when she would say whatever, they would kind of have a rebuttal. She said it was mostly like Kenya and Eva. She then said Eva was out here trying to save her peach. No, Eve was trying to save her plum to turn it into a peach, but she was boring and gave nothing. And why they always asking her questions, why when they bring up, Eva's bridesmaids, she still said the word wrong. And, question them about why Eva was, was broke and whatever, and why Eva was wearing other people's shoes. I'm like, girl, I feel like it would be no reason to bring Eva's bridesmaids when Eva got married last season. Like, I don't think they should bring up anything that happened last season, this season, but I digress. So it's like after 2.5 hours of them questioning me, whatever I'm saying, and me having to fight everyone. Okay, I took a break. I closed my laptop, my computer, and I took a break. I said, if they gonna do that to me, I'm gonna take a break whenever I need one. Okay, and so she said when I came back, I told them I wanted them to be fair because it wasn't fair so far for them to have Marlo and Tanya come out, but they brought them out and no one really asked them any questions or whatever. They kept asking me stuff, and that's just crazy. And I felt like some of the questions was out of line. The question she said she felt was out of line with the fact that they asked her about her and Wendy's relationship, about her and Wendy's friendship. I feel like Nene, is you crazy? See, again, this is the one Nene forgets what she does to put herself in situations and she wants to play victim. Nene spoke to Wendy on the phone during the season on 2 separate occasions, to my knowledge, and she was talking about the ladies. So of course they're gonna, you opened that door for them because you did that to your. I would not have done that because again, it opens the door to it all. And when they asked like, well, why didn't you address issues between you and Wendy on social media versus you answering questions about your stuff with other ladies on the show? She then said, her and Wendy had, how Wendy had reached out to her to fix their stuff or whatever, and then how they talked and made up or whatever, and how they both agreed that if they ever had any issues with each other, neither of them would go on any public platform. to discuss the issue. They will always contact one another directly. So I don't know why Wendy went on her platform and discussed me and called me that, that the friend over there or whatever. I don't know why she went back on her word and did that, but that ain't got nothing to do with me or the show. Again, you brought Wendy in when you talked to her on the show and talked to her about the ladies. That's you opened that door. And she said they kept saying how, it was as if she specifically befriended Wendy to be strategic to be able to go on Wendy's show and discuss the ladies in the show, whatever. That ain't true, because she reached out to me. And I'm like, okay, I guess not, whatever. But again, you can make it seem as if you have no idea why they brought her up, because you made Wendy a part of the Housewives of Atlanta by talking to her twice on the phone. Girl, I guess what it is. But that had nothing to do with Real Housewives. It did, because you talked to Wendy about the girls, which then had Wendy on her show and speak about the show. You did that. You did that. And I don't get why I'm the only person being asked about stuff that happened off camera. I don't get that. That's kind of dumb. She then went on to bring up how, if it's an ensemble cast, why am I the only one being asked or whatever? Then I found out when I went and took a bathroom break that Yvonna from Clark ACU or whatever will also be on the reunion. Why I don't think Yvonna's needed. Okay, we don't need old girl. But I think because Snakegate was such a big thing, that's the reason she's there. But what I agree with Nene is, she then said, usually no one who was not under contract is ever at the reunions. Anyone who you see at the reunions is usually a contracted person, whether they're a friend of the show, whatever. She said the husbands, of course, who don't have contracts are sometimes there because, again, it's their wives. But no one is ever usually there unless they are contracted. I guess Yvonna was not a contracted person. She was like, why is she here? And not only that, she said, why did they not invite the cookie lady? I agree. I completely agree. She said, why did they not invite Kenya's husband to have him discuss whatever? Why wasn't Todd there to discuss things with him and Kenya? Why wasn't Shamia there to discuss things between her and Kenya? Why did y'all bring Yvonna here, to kind of go against me, but you didn't have anybody else? I agree. If y'all had Yvonna there, y'all should have for sure had the cookie lady. Y'all should have had Paul. I guess none of the husbands was on, because when she said that Ty wasn't there, I was like, that must mean if Ty wasn't there, none of the other men must have been there either. But whatever. Why bring Yvonna to tear me down? Like, I didn't do anything to Yvonna. It was the producers who did not want her to film. She said how Yvonna was at Yvonna was at that leopard print party or whatever. She said Yvonna was downstairs and the producers would not let her upstairs to film. She said, I told Yvonna, like, I would never, fuck you over. I will only fuck you over if you fuck me over first. Okay? But I didn't do anything to her or whatever. It was not me who prevented her from being filmed. It was the producers or whatever. So I guess Yvonna feel like it was Nene's fault that she wasn't on the show anymore. And Nene said how it was not her fault, it was the producers. And she then said, but she was so thirsty. She was thirsty for this and thirsty for that. And this is my thing. Nene befriended someone who she needed as an ally. Because again, when Yvonna was her go-between person or whatever, and the person to, say this and this and this, she was cool with it. Okay, but the minute she did not need Yvonna anymore, even though I felt like Yvonna was thirsty, I do agree that Yvonna was there for the wrong reasons. However, Nene didn't mind that because it helped her. Okay, it helped her. Okay, she then said that Yvonna was being dumb and she was trying to be friends with other ladies instead of her. She wanted to be friends with them three and not me, and she dumb because no show would ever film with her. Like, if if I say for anybody who would ever, if she ever tries to do business with y'all, don't do it. She basically said, don't work with her at all. I'm like, girl. She then said how, it was Yvonna who recorded Cynthia. She then said, I sent Cynthia the recording last night. So Cynthia has the recording that Yvonna did. So it was her, whatever. And no one should ever do business with her. I don't care about no cease and desist. I guess Yvonna must have sent Nene a cease and desist letter. And she said, I don't care about that, whatever. And yes, I did walk off the reunion because I was pissed off. So again, Nene walked off. So who knows how much of it that she filmed. Okay, but again, if she say they questioned her for 2.5 hours, I guess it's fine. But the only part I agree with her was you should not be able to bring one other person to question Nene, but not bring these other people who was a part of the season 2, these one-off, you know what I'm saying, they should have brought the cookie lay tea, okay, because again, that was a whole thing within itself, and she should have been there to be questioned by Tanya. But I'm assuming the only reason they did not bring her was because Tanya was not a full-time cast member. She was a friend of the show, and sometimes they won't bring a friend of the show on to handle whatever. I think if the cookie lady had been going against Candy or Kenya or Nene or whatever, they probably would have. I am assuming the only reason they did not was because Tanya is not a peach holder and Nene is. So I mean, but I still agree. Don't bring people here to question me if you're not gonna bring people here to question somebody else. But you know what I'm saying? And that was really off that she said. But I mean, she was going and going and going and saying how she would have more and more videos to talk about whatever. I'll try to keep up, okay, and let y'all know, because she did 2 videos. It was about 45 minutes a piece. About 45 minutes total. So I just summed it all up for y'all. But Nene tripping. She's not a victim at all, okay? Anyway, that's it. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video. Follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And until next time, people, peace.